you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. So therefore we
Hi, and welcome to the show live. I'm Elena Powell.
And I'm Ella Whartonby, and we're here to add some tea to your morning.
Our first guest is a professional in all things infectious and a top researcher at the CDC. Please welcome Dr. Dan Russo.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Dan.
Thank you for
It's
coming
nice to
in.
meet you.
Thanks for coming in.
It's a real honor to be here. Like, you guys don't even know how honored I am to be on such a great TV show such as this.
Thank you.
So we're here, Dan, today to talk about fidget spinners,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So, tell us about fidget spinners in general.
It's this terrible disease that has infected public schools across the country. It's an outrage. It's chaos. You know, there's fires out in the streets. You know,
Fires in the
you know,
streets
like
just from
Los
fidget
Angeles is like splitting apart. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's flying somewhere in a helicopter. It's
my
just
goodness.
it's madness.
Well, how do we know if we have the fidget spinner
What are the
virus? What are some
symptoms?
symptoms that you can look for?
Well, do you guys listen to SpongeBob Trap remixes unironically?
I'm going to have to go with no. Or are there
I-
people who
Okay.
do?
I may have before. I don't regularly.
Before? Well, then it's okay, you know.
Okay,
But
yeah, I was
as
right.
long as you're doing it ironically, it's fine.
Okay.
You can't be like, you can't seriously be.
So
like-
how are we supposed to know if someone else has it? Are there visible signs?
Well,
Is there like a rash
are
you can
they?
get?
Maybe they usually starts to show up around the freshman year of high school, and like
Freshman
they
year.
kind of floats around there. Like a lot
Okay.
of the freshmen.
So
Seem to be.
is this spreading? Is it just freshmen, or
Is
is
it
it
very
going
contagious?
beyond that?
It's moving, you know, it's always moving, always adapting, always evolving. There's always, you know, it's all over the
So-
place.
Who in general is at risk for this disease?
Just about anyone in the high school can, you know, become infected with this terrible, terrible plague. But it seems that like the younger you go, on like the worse it gets.
Okay.
You know?
Worse it gets.
So
Yeah.
How should we go about preventing this? How can we protect ourselves from
I,
the
I,
fidget spinners?
I say we burn them.
burn all the fidget spinners.
Yes.
Okay.
What about the people who already have the disease? Are we going to have to burn them too?
No, we're just
No?
gonna have to have a lengthy
Is there any treatment that
rehabilitation
we can-
process.
Lengthy rehabilitation
Rehab,
process.
rehabilitation
Yes.
for like 7
Like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes.
Okay.
Fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners anonymous.
Following students,
Okay.
please report immediately to the LGI. Connor Petrella, Colin Petrella, Stephanie Wolf, Brandon Randall, Ollie Theodorson.
These are
and
all
Ryan
people that have
Grant.
just been infected with the
Please report-
disease. All
They're
infected.
They all have it.
They're being called out
It's
so
an
they can be
epidemic.
burned.
It's an epidemic.
An epidemic.
Well, thank you for your time today, Dan.
course.
Yes, thank you for coming in
Of
and
course.
educating us on this disease.
Of course.
I know it's really important to be prepared.
Right.
Have you been in contact with anyone with the disease recently?
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm going to have to ask you to go.
You know, I
Yeah,
understand.
we really are at risk.
completely.
So it was really nice having you. Thank you
Thanks for coming.
helping us out.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You have a nice day.
You too.
And a word from our sponsors.
This is what we want.
Okay. Man, I wish I wasn't fat. I can't even fit in the walker.
Wait, should
Guys, where is it
I
going?
can't even fit her in the
I have
locker.
no direction. I need a script.
Let's stop.
You guys okay out here?
Yeah, we're filming a
Don't stop
commercial.
working.
So I'm like,
It's
we're
a wrap.
pulling. Just kidding.
I wish I was skinnier. If only I had a way to lose weight.
Oh no. Oh no.
Matt, do you have any tips? You're slim.
Nope.
What should I do? Maybe I should try eating less. Guys, I don't know what to say.
And we're back. Our next guest is an avid conspiracy theorist and a hunter of all things supernatural. Please welcome Connor Perry, Bigfoot enthusiast and aficionado.
Thank you for having me on the show.
It's nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
coming
you,
in.
Connor.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So, Connor, you are a Bigfoot expert
I am.
here.
Yes.
So our first question for you is simply, is Bigfoot alive?
Well, there's a lot more to it than that.
than just living
Yeah.
or dead.
Than
Because I
just
think we all
living
know
or
that
dead.
he's real. He's
He's-
definitely out there.
Well, because for a lot of people, he's somewhere like in limbo, in the middle.
Limbo.
Oh.
So what do you
But-
mean by
Like
limbo?
purgatory.
Something like that.
Purgatory. So
Yeah.
he's like half dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
for all we know, because
So-
we've never actually seen a live specimen
All
in
right.
all of our hunting.
So the people who have spotted him, can they also see ghosts?
Well, that's also one of the reasons why, like, those Bigfoot shows on TV, they're never going to go off the air because they're never going to find them.
Okay.
But
So
Yeah.
my question is, if Bigfoot is half dead, how is Bigfoot actually born?
Yeah. How
That's-
long are Bigfoots in the womb?
big feet.
Big
Oh.
feet. I'm so sorry.
It's a rookie mistake,
That's my
honestly.
bad.
But for all we know, they could hatch out of eggs.
Eggs.
We just don't know.
All right. So how big would these eggs be?
Like a
Like
big egg,
ostrich egg?
I'm
or
sure
like a dinosaur
I'm sure a
egg?
large egg.
a small egg.
So
Well,
how big
are they
the
born?
feet?
Are they born with big feet, or do they
Yes.
grow?
Do the feet grow?
That's actually something we're trying to find out because we don't think they're born with big feet.
So
So,
they're born
wait,
with like
they're
regular
Just
born-
a
size.
question.
they're born-
You're an expert, but you don't know any of the answers to our questions.
Expert is used very loosely
Loosely.
All right,
in
so-
Bigfoot, in cryptozoology.
How did you get into this profession of cryptozoology?
I failed out of psychology.
Oh, okay.
So it was
So-
just like a step down.
Yeah.
So is the egg in the
Makes a lot of
womb
sense.
for a while, and then they're in the egg for a while, or is it just?
Or is it just like the egg just
I'm
like-
just trying to figure out this.
No, it
whole-
comes out as an egg.
And once they're out of the egg, how are they able to hide from us other than the purgatory thing?
What we believe, what we believe is they have,
What's important is how the Bigfoots live after they come out of the womb. How can we make them more integrated into American society?
what we believe happens is big feet, they carry, they're much like kangaroos and they have pouches,
Just one pouch,
a singular pouch. and they
one
carry-
large pouch. If they're, I don't understand what they can put in there because
an
they're
egg,
so large.
The big feet egg.
Can we bring big feet into American society? I think this is the question everyone is asking right now.
I wouldn't say no.
The times of big feet concentration camps are over.
Of course.
They are. Because there are
Big feet
definite
lives
historical accounts of that happening.
matter.
And we can't let that happen again.
Yes, right. Atrocity.
There's just too many variables. I mean, like, what if, I mean, you know, just,
How do you even
matter.
control
We could
something with
use
such big
them
feet?
in the military.
we've suggested that.
They could stomp on people.
They could stomp on, they have,
They have huge feet. Their feet are so big.
hence the name.
Big feet. Thank
All
you,
right.
Connor.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
was
feel
a
like we learned
pleasure.
a lot
Thank
of
you.
interesting things today.
It was
I
a
hope you
pleasure.
did.
Yeah. And now another word from our sponsors.
Got a lot of words.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Do you have a lot of junk that you have nothing to do with? Well, let me introduce you to this revolutionary project. We call this a trash can. This here stores all of your junk. You got McDonald's bags? Was it water bottles? Just trash it, pitch it. Only $9.99.
Hi, and welcome back. Our last guest enjoys hot coffee and denying government control. Recently, she's come under fire for outing Starbucks for a nationwide conspiracy. Please welcome Nate Zima.
How you doing?
Hi, Nate.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, so we have a few questions today.
Sure. Yeah.
First of all, do you think that America's youth is easily corruptible?
Well, funny that you should ask that because I really believe that the youth of today's society is extremely corruptible.
Extremely corruptible.
Extremely corruptible. You look at Fox News,
Fox News.
Nickelodeon.
Would you consider our show
Nickelodeon.
This is the show.
contributing to
The
it?
show live.
I thought this was.
The show live.
This is being recorded.
Yes, as you can see, there's a camera right there, and right there, and right there.
That's not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, well, you see, we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Okay.
What is in Starbucks coffee?
Through my research, I've discovered that Starbucks is really compounded of caffeine, coffee beans, and Serum X.
What is Serum X?
Serum X is this
No.
Hold on, it gets
No.
worse. It gets worse. Serum X is this chemical that the government puts in every Starbucks drink. There's always 1 mole in every Starbucks facility.
It started with Bush.
Actually, no, it started with
Now,
Clinton.
Oh
let me
my
ask
God.
you, Serum X, does this have anything to do with the chemical X from the Powerpuff Girls
No,
origin?
nothing. No relation
No
whatsoever.
connection
It
between
does
them.
not give you superpowers, and it does not turn you into a talking monkey.
What
Dang.
does it do?
It brainwashes you to believe that the government is always right.
Hypnosis.
Okay.
Basically.
So, are you afraid of the repercussions this corruption is resulting in?
Honestly, I think it's already affected most of
Is
our
it too
country.
We're
late?
too far?
I believe it's too late. The
Is there
only
anything
way
we
that
can do
you
to
can
help
protect
ourselves?
yourself is by not going to Starbucks and boycotting it completely.
All right,
No
so that's the
frappuccinos.
only way to prevent it.
Are you a Dunkin' Donuts advocate?
I am a crazy mocha advocate
Oh.
All right.
because they
So-
are much more respectable, much more indie. They don't have any of those high.
Indie.
Latte art is also important.
Latte art is very important, and
Okay.
Starbucks.
Do we need art in our lives?
That is not a question for me. You should ask my associate, Connor Perry.
Bigfoot and
Thank you, Ernest.
All right. So, we have one last question for you. Do you think Starbucks should be banned in the United States?
I think Starbucks should be banned across the globe.
Worldwide.
Worldwide ban. It's not important. You can get coffee anywhere. And do you really want your kids eating and drinking at a place that puts that kind of chemical in your drinks?
I don't
All
want
right.
kids at all.
I think
Well,
that's all we
damn,
have
all
for
right.
you today, Nate Zima. Thank you for coming on
Thank
the
you.
show. All right.
Thank you, Jack.
They're always watching.
Okay.
All right, and that is the end of today's show. Join us tomorrow when we will be talking about this new man who is going by Jack in the Country and Ernest in the City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually was that man that was just here too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Algernon.
Yep.
All right, see you tomorrow for more
Ernest.
tea.
Go.
It's going.
An inter-
It's been.
I'm a black woman who loves white men.
I'm a white man who loves black women.
Thank God we have blackwomanmeetswhiteman.com.